I started Thompson Services here in Middle Tennessee 10 years ago. I knew then that it would be very important to have the best trained staff I could find. We started out by going through the area of VOTEC schools here in Middle Tennessee. Murfreesboro in particular was probably the #1 resource, and just didn't seem to be getting what we were really wanting out of the group as they were coming through class. Then you and I met, we talked about what your company had to offer. I took 2 different techs that had gone through VOTEC that I really felt like needed more training, and I brought them down here. And it was a difference in daylight and dark. They were good students, good employees, and they would tell you they wish they hadn't wasted the time going through the area of VOTEC. The on-hands training that your lab has, the preparation that you have in the classroom just superseded anything that they got at the state level. They spent too much time on theory, and that's really not what's so essential out there, hands-on. They need to know how to fix it. They need to know how to properly handle refrigerant, reclaiming refrigerant. I'm not saying that they didn't eventually get that at the state, but there was so much time wasted to get to that point. The hands-on with modern equipment that they're faced with that you have in your lab is the reason not only that I started several years ago sending people, but I think you just mentioned I had 2 to come out from just last week. We will continue to send students here, even senior folks. We will continue to send them through your class to make sure we have the best technicians that we can afford. So, you offer the ability to split the classes up. I'm able to work on my half a day and go to school a half a day. And by the time that our guys are on payroll 90 days after they leave this class, I have that return. If you've got a contractor that's saying, you know, I'm looking at maybe utilizing Total Tech, I would like from one to come down here and see what you do. That's what I did. Come down here and you didn't charge me anything except the class. And then you offered the opportunity to, hey, if you have an employee that doesn't perform, send them back to me because I want to know what I missed out on. I ain't sending any guys back to you. They get it. They know they get it. As far as superheat and subcooling, it's very important today with expansion valves. You're giving them tools as they leave to do their job. When the guys leave here, they're checking airflow and they know how many CFM they're getting out of a 3-ton system. I can assure you that if they come through Total Tech, they will understand airflow, they will understand superheat, they will understand subcooling. I just had a guy that is a certified electrician that's been doing electrical work for years come through your organization for 2 weeks. He basically testified to the group this morning that he was amazed at how the light bulb went off for him doing work in the lab. He says, I can clearly now make just a few checks and know whether or not I've got a compressor problem, know whether or not that I've got an airflow problem. And Don, this is a guy that is basically done electrical work. And now we're crossing him over to cross-train him so he can also do some HVAC work for us as well. It doesn't bother me to send him out on any heat pump call. It wouldn't bother me to straight coolant, straight electrical. I'd put him up with any student out of a VOTEC school in this state. Everything that a business owner has to do is relayed right here at Total Tech for the employees to comprehend. I recognize the value that your organization brings to my organization. I've watched our company grow to almost $2 million in annual sales in 10 years. That's only possible by hiring the right folks, getting them the right training, and there's no way, Don, that I'd consider sending my employees anywhere else in the country than right here.